that we accept. I'd like to make a motion that we accept payroll number 49 for $1,964.52. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can you take some notes? I'd like to make a motion that we approve warrant number 50, accounts payable for $15,458.19. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, I'd like to make a motion that we approve payroll number 51 for $1,964.52. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And lastly, I'd like to make a move that we approve accounts payable number 52 for $101,502.89. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that one, by the way, is our monthly RSU budget that we have to pay. It's a little over 81,000 that we pay every month. All right, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes from December 2nd, 2024 select board meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can. My understanding is we do not have any revaluation proposals. They would have been open tonight. My understanding is we don't have any.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. So we'll need to maybe talk tomorrow about how to move forward with that. Next on the agenda is our citizens issues, and one of the things we have highlighted here is just the announcement about the closure of the food pantry. And I believe most people got a letter in the mail from Helping Hands saying that they were closing their food pantry and would be not accepting donations anymore, that they would spend the rest of the year using the money for fuel and also for gift cards for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. The board was notified officially about the closure on Tuesday, and we will be doing some work figuring out what the new system will look like. Part of our role as select board is also overseers of the poor, so we have responsibilities, and we appreciate Helping Hands sticking with those who need it through the year. In the meantime, that gives us some time to figure out what we need to do. So stay tuned. If you have any interest or whatever ideas, let us know. We'd like to hear thoughts on how to move forward. All right, next on our agenda is roads. Do we have any update on roads?
Not much happening on the road this time here. Did put up the street sign. Cleaned up some debris after that last storm last week. And everything looks pretty good. They're gonna exercise some of his plow here.
Yep, it's great that he's been on Facebook every time, which is wonderful. I think it's one of the most positive ways that
Yeah.
you can let people know what he's doing.
We're supposed to be getting 2 loads of salt today, which didn't go. So tomorrow, so I'll probably leave the shed open. They deliver. And other than that, not much. Oh yes, the DOT. The culvert by the Greenleaf Farm on 144 was plugged and overflowed the road. The snake come down, put cones up, signs. They drained down. I don't know if they've unplugged it. So people need to pay attention if there's a heavy rain.
And where was that again?
The path, Greenleaf Farm, go by Baker's Road,
Mm-hmm.
go by Gordon.
Yep, yep, so, yep. Am I heading south?
Yeah,
Okay,
nobody going to the
Yeah.
next concrete, you know.
yes,
the
yes,
Facebook road.
yep, yep.
People just want to pay attention and. Cause the beavers have been working, they've been working up and down the road, but once things freeze over. The beaver activity should subside.
When I drove down to, and you may have, no, I think it's past you. When I was going down to the town hall today, there was an area right across from Hopkins Road there, right practically in front of the Tar Box Inn, that was all wet. I don't know where it was from, but you know, I try to avoid it and went way on the left because it looks sort of icy. And I don't know why that was, because I don't think there's a culvert there.
It's on the left-hand side of the road.
When you're heading south, it was more on the right-hand side, because
I
I
said
veered,
it was running over the whole road the other day, so.
Yeah, I-
Flow
yeah,
at the end of West Shore Road, there must be something over there that.
yeah, it was there this afternoon. Like I said, it's just about, it's at the bottom, pretty much where, I think it's called Hopkins Road there.
Yeah.
And I just knew, because I wasn't sure whether it was freezing or not, but I just knew sort of go around it. It was less water on the left side, so I just veered. But that might need to be looked at. I don't know why it was there.
On Friday, it was not just at the bottom, but it was the whole downhill slope, both sides of the road, and it was slush. Had built up, so it was a good amount of water that was coming down and freezing on the pavement. But hit it fast enough to just go over it.
Well, that's the problem spot, that's why. That section from there to the old town hall. Well, actually from them. Down to that. There's a reason why that's the next phase on the road improvement, if you look when you're heading south. You see some hot top way off to the side of the actual travel surface,
Mhm.
that road got straightened out years ago. It used to take a wicked. But you look right from there, right before you start down. Diagonally across the road to the bottom of the hill. And you'll notice all the cracks. And that's because there's a water problem there, and that's where it freezes and heaves. So yeah, that's, I know that's an issue, and the road is falling apart there exponentially, and it's just gonna continue to. Fall into disrepair even faster. As in cracks, as the more cracks and much more water in. So yeah,
Another
Okay.
project,
if everybody's curious about what the next phase of the road improvement's gonna be, it's gonna be the rest of the main road.
I do know that somebody had contacted Dale about an issue, I think it was on East Shore. And he came out and took care of it. And he mentioned about, you know, if you call me and let me know there's a problem, I'll be out. So I think it's been very positive. Like the times I've been out the road, it's been fine. So hopefully he'll be able to keep up with it. All right. Seeing that there aren't any committee other than road commissioner, we won't do any committee reports. However, on select board business, we do have the property management committee with some appointments.
okay,
And do you have anything to add with, while we're on
Property stuff?
property maintenance?
Yep, so as you two already know, the town hall is drained of water. With the intention that we'll leave it drained until, I think the end of February is the next potential. Event that's gonna go on there that. Maybe we'll fire it up for that,
I think it's the 22nd of
yes,
February.
we'll look at the weather at that
Yep.
point, but, for right now, it should be okay. You went there with a potential,
Contractor.
thank you for, redoing stuff with the heating system. Tim Jarrett, the furnace guy, suggested we replace the exhaust fan there, and I think you agree with him, I agree with him, I think we should just get that priced out and take care of that, because even if we do go with a different system, we're not gonna go right away with it. We need to take care of that we have. Jack Swanton met with the Friends group and talked about the Wright Landing House, and I had asked them to talk about it, like what did they see the use? What, anyway, they came back with, they think that maintaining the kitchen sink as a kitchen sink is the way to go. Jack has offered to do the work, and I've given him permission to move forward with that. He'll take care of getting a faucet, rebuilding the piece behind the sink that has rotted out. He can just go from underneath and replace that. So it shouldn't be a huge expense. And then he and I are gonna go tackle the drain pipes, because that will be fun. But probably not till after the holidays. So I think we'll move forward with keeping that going. That's all I got there. So,
And just an update, there is a proposal that's due tomorrow that, through main energy systems or whatever, I'm sure I don't have that right, because I have it in front of me. Lisa has been working on that with Dennis, Dunbar, and so, a couple people came out today to, look specifically at the town office and the town hall, and they will be giving some concrete estimates on what it would cost to put heat pumps in both this building and in the next building. All it does is get us one step forward to getting some money, hopefully, and then we can talk to the town and figure out exactly what that might look like, but we're hoping that they're pretty reasonable in their prices. So we'll give you an update when we know more about that, but it's due tomorrow. So Dennis Dunbar is doing a great job
Again.
finishing that up.
Yep.
So,
thank you, Dennis.
yep, and Lisa, I know, worked a lot on this to get it going. All right, so on other business with property management, we actually have some committee appointments that we need to deal with today. So the first one is Drew Porter, and I'd like to make a motion that we appoint her as part of the town property maintenance committee. And actually, if I can, what I'd like to do is I'd like to give all four names, and we could do an approval unless you have any questions or whatever.
I don't have any.
So I'd like to make a motion that we approve the following appointments for the town property maintenance committee. That is Drew Porter, James Wiles, Ken Parsons, and Sandy B. Secker. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Right.
Aye. Okay, so we'll need to sign these and get these back to April. And they're not officially members until they are actually sworn in from April. Okay, and lastly, in select board business is we have an appointment for the town clerk. Actually, this is something that has to be done every 2 years. This is to confirm April Thibodeau as registrar of voters. It's a 2-year term, and it expires December 31st of this year. So in order for her to continue to deal with elections, we need to approve her appointment. So I'd like to make a motion that we appoint April Thibodeau as registrar of voters. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. All right. Any other business? Hearing none. And having no one on Zoom call today, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn, and we will meet again on December 30th. Do I have a second?
Aye.
All in favor?
All right.